And this morning, former municipal and district chief executives, MDCEs of the Akufo-Addo administration in the Upper East region have defended their stewardship of a controversial fertilizer and cash assistance program tied to the 2024 dry spell relief effort. At a press conference in Bolgatanga, they asserted that, contrary to claims recently made by NPP Flagbearer hopeful Brian Champon that they, the MDCEs, hoarded the fertilizer that was meant to be distributed to farmers, it was rather distribution challenges due to delays as a result of timing, logistical hurdles, and electoral campaigning pressures. Well, the Brian Champon campaign in the region, however, fired back in a counter-press conference defending their candidate. Upper East Regional Correspondent Albert Sore has more.
At a press conference in Bolgatanga, the former municipal and district chief executives, MDCEs, who served under the recent Akufo-Addo government in the Upper East region, expressed displeasure over a claim recently made against them by NPP Flagbearer aspirant Brian Champon, who was also the agric minister under that government. The MDCEs say Brian Champon accused them of hoarding fertilizers meant for distribution to farmers after the 2024 dry spell, a claim the MDCEs say they strongly reject. Former Bulsa South DCE, Daniel Garba, addressed the press conference.
Contrary to Dr. Champon's claim, fertilizer was not delivered months before the 2024 elections. Pusiga never received even a single bag of fertilizer before the election. Bulsa South, out of 8,000 plus that we registered, we were given an allocation of 5,000. Binduri district registered 45,000 farmers. But surprisingly, Binduri received 3,000 bags. 4th of December was when we received these items. And this was just 3 clear days, let me say 2 clear days before the election. So how was the DC going to be able to distribute these things without running into troubles? It is not possible that all 15 municipal district chief executives will connive that we were going to keep these items and smuggle them on the election night or even after the election. It was because the items that came fell too short, far too short of the quantities that we were expecting. And so you do yourself a disservice because not all of them will get.
His colleagues added their voices.
He knows very well that the people on the ground are not happy with what happened with the fertilizer. He was fully in charge. He wrote the letters to the directors, municipal and district directors of Agric. Why is he bringing us in? Has any director said that they wanted to distribute and we refused? The DCs refused.
When the things are out and they are sharing, they have to give you your bag, you'll be standing by it, they will snap and have to, it was digitalized. They were not just distributing it. I know it was so tedious. For 1,000, we registered more than 13,000 to 14 for only 1,000 bags to come to NABDA. And out of these 1,000, we were to queue all these people in the whole district before election, 3 days to elections.
The former Upper East Region MDCEs demanded that Brian Champon retract the comments and apologize to them. However, in a sharp rebuttal, the Brian Champon campaign team in the Upper East Region has defended their candidate, insisting that his comments were justified and that the MDCEs were the first to make false claims against Brian Champon, and that necessitated his comments against the MDCEs.
We want Brian Champon to win this election in a peaceful manner. If they had listened to the man very well, they would have known that this man did not just mean to come out and expose them about the fertilizer issue, but it was a reaction of some of their colleagues who went around to campaign, and instead of campaigning on issues, they were emphasizing on fertilizer, trying to cover themselves up.
Some of the MDCEs, if you visit their various homes, it now turned to fertilizer warehouses. So they started farming with our own fertilizers. As we speak, one of the MDCEs, the people went to his girlfriend's house to retrieve 1,000 bags of fertilizers.
Yes.
Was it after the general elections? They're only doing it to protect their image.
fertilizers have expiry date. And even if the ministry brought 10 bags and you have 90 million farmers, you can hold a stakeholder conversation with the beneficiaries and let the 10 bags go. The decision to refuse to share the fertilizer was a wicked one, and that rather helped to bring our fortunes down, not late coming of fertilizer.
Reporting for Joy News, Albert Sorry, Bolgatanga.